Welcome back, everyone. Today's kind of a special day today. I get to shoot a real golden oldie. This is a Savage 300 Savage Model 99 EG, made in 1952, with a Redfield period adjustable peep. And I'm just gonna stand off here and shoot some flamingos that are hanging on my little frame for my handgun target. But it's just going to be about the gun. I'll show you some side shots like always, some recoil, a closer look at the peep, and a little bit more info about the gun if I can remember what I was told. But let's begin. I'm going to shoot it. I have 5 rounds in it right now. It's a lever action, like I said, post-war 1952 300 Savage. Let's begin. I have to step over here a little bit to the right so I can get an angle so I don't shoot my frame. We'll shoot that other flamingo. All right, well let's stop there, and I'll reset that other flamingo up and we'll talk a little bit more about it. Really beautiful peep on this thing. I don't know how well that'll come through on the camera, but fully adjustable. Okay, so I managed to set one up in a tree and then put one up back on the frame. But it's not about the targets or even me shooting them. It's going to be about this rifle, this fine rifle. For those of you who don't know, the Savage 99 is called that because it was designed in 1899, and it's fantastic. This one happened to be made in like I said, post-war 1952, and it's 30 caliber, 300 Savage, and you can shoot any grain weight in this that you can in the 308 as far as I'm concerned, and as far as I know, 180 grains fine. 100 and all the 100, of course, the 150 grain Remington Core-Loks. I think it might be what I'm shooting now. I'll have to look. I forgot, but we'll check that out. Let's shoot some more, and I'll show you some more of the workings of the rifle itself. And this aperture on my peep, I don't know if it'll help me, but it's pretty big right now. It's for kind of up close hunting in these tight woods. So I'm going to dial the aperture down just to see if I can see if it'll make me more accurate, or if I won't be able to hit anything. But you just spin this little knob on the back of it. You just spin this left and right, and it's like a camera aperture, closes and opens. Really, really nice. One more round. Let's shoot that other one. There we go. It's the first time I've fired this with this peep on it, and maybe without it. I'm not exactly sure where I'm missing, but I'm probably low. I'm going to adjust, put 5 more in it, and keep shooting. That one flamingo's getting me. Alright, so I had to go check that bird. I couldn't tell from this distance. Those were all hits, and a couple of bullets were side by side, so as far as the peep goes, it does exactly what it's designed to do. You look through a small hole and you put your front sight, dead center of the hole. The smaller the hole kind of makes the surrounding area, what you're looking through, a little bit blurry, but if you can see that front bead, it's going to be where you put it. So let's I'm going to try to shoot higher. I'm going to try to shoot his head. I'll probably miss it, but if I do, it'll come off the branch for sure. Felt myself go right on that one. All right, here we go. I'm bringing him down with this one. I feel it. Nope. I have one more. All right, well, I'm not sure where I'm missing. It doesn't matter. Let's take a look at this. So, of course, lever action. I'm gonna let the barrel cool down now. I just laid my palm on it and it was actually quite hot, so. The safety for the gun. I hope all this is in frame. I have no way of knowing with these freaking GoPros. But you close it up, there's your safety. Right there, you just push that up. And the safety just doesn't allow, you know, you're open to open the action, or it won't allow you to pull the trigger. I'll tell you, for a 1952 model weapon, you won't find one in a better condition. There's a shell counter too. I forgot to point that out. On the side of it, you probably won't be able to see it on camera, but every time you put a shell in, and it doesn't count what's in the barrel, of course, it just counts, doesn't count what's chambered, it counts what's in the internal receiver, the magazine and the receiver, whatever. But when you push it down, you know, each shell counts as one, and it goes up to 4, as far as I know. I only tried to put 5 in it because I wasn't sure what it held actually. But it'll hold 4 in the receiver, and then 1 in the chamber easily. I might try to put 6 in, but I don't think it'll hold it. Has a cocked weapon indicator right here. If you were to snap this, which I'm not going to, but I'll show you how to let it down. Pull the safety off, clear your weapon, and then what you do, without mashing your hands, squeeze the trigger and let the trigger out as you close the action. This gun is safely decocked. So, yeah. Let me go take a look at that bird. I think I see a chunk missing out of his neck, but we're going to set the camera up on the side, show you a little bit about the recoil at real speed and slow motion. As far as the powder and the recoil, I can't tell a whole lot of difference the recoil in this my 308, and that stands to reason because the weapons are very similar. 308 has a little bit more punch, a little bit more powder. Maybe, you know, you can check the trajectory level, the specs on the internet, whatever, but they're comparable. As far as deer, if you had one of these, well, you have a very, very good rifle for the situation. And the adjustable peep really makes it nice for if you really want to reach out there. Tighter the aperture, the better chance you are hitting at distance. And with practice, I've dialed that aperture all the way in now. It's so tight, the aperture will actually close. You can actually seal the hole off. It's that good. With one click back, I may try to shoot something with it. With one click back, I can just barely, I can see the front of the gun, but it's barely coming through. So I'm going to shoot some with the tightest as it'll go and see what it'll do. All right, regroup. Okay, so I have the aperture dialed all the way as small as it'll go before it closes. And I notice when I pull up on that bird, the top half is pretty shot up, but the bottom half is pretty shot up. I'm gonna shoot the top, kind of the breast area. But I notice it's real dim. I mean, there's not a whole lot of light coming through this aperture, and I can barely see it. So if I can get the bead on it, it should be accurate. But then again, you lose light the closer you dial it in, so that's something to consider. Let's shoot it. I'm gonna I had this camera going over here for the slow motion shots and kind of give them a better idea of recoil. But here we go. I'm gonna run up here real quick, see what I did. Trying to get a mental picture of if I'm shooting it high or low. All right, 4 rounds left. No, it's a lot of fun to shoot. When it closes up, everything is so tight, even the edge of this gun. I mean, I like it. They really did a good job when they designed this thing. I can't say enough about it. And I have 2 rounds left, I think, in this box of shells. I feel nothing. The recoil's fine. I feel a little bit in my cheek because I'm looking through this peep. I really got to get in it. And as you want to with any rifle or anything with scope or anything sights. So a little bit, but it's not, I mean, I can shoot 2 boxes of shells, no problem. All right, well, I have 2 more rounds. And I just set up a milk jug up there, looking at that flamingo. I hit it with most of those rounds. I didn't count them. It doesn't matter. We're shooting it about, I don't know, I think we're at 22 yards, give or take, from where I'm gonna set my little stick to stand by. But I shot it a couple other times with a 30-30 and the holes look different. And they're both 30 caliber, but I think the grain weight or the speed of the bullet's making a difference. Obviously this is much faster. But anyway, we're gonna shoot, I'm gonna shoot that water jug just to see. I shot all those low, whether it's the sights or whether it's just where I'm shooting the peep. I'm shooting it low. It's about, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 inches, or maybe more than that at this distance. But let's shoot the milk jug twice. I have 2 more rounds. And we'll call it a day. I'll take a truck and let you look at it a little closer and we'll be done. Another thing I want to point out, you know, 1952, this gun has had some time to break in, but this trigger make you throw rocks at other triggers. It is nice. It's there's 0 creep and 0 take up. You put pressure on it and then a little more pressure and the gun's going to go off. And it's caught me off guard a couple of times because, like I said, I may have never fired this gun before, I don't recall. But anyway, I don't even know if I hit that milk jug. Let's go look at it and take it up in there, and we'll see what the penguin looks like too. Okay, well, because you know the speed of the bullet, I knew it was shaking the limb, but I thought I might have caught an edge, and I wasn't sure what I was shooting at. But I was trying to put the bullets, I hope this is in frame, okay. I was trying to put the bullets just to the left of the handle. So I was aiming for here, and I put 2 right there. So, you know, those peep sights, and like I said, first time I've ever fired them, shooting at 22 yards, give or take. Little practice, not a problem. This is when I was trying to shoot it off the limb. I almost did. If it had just, this was a little bit of harder plastic, it would have taken him off the limb. Okay, here's 30 ammo right here. And then here, the last few rounds I was trying to shoot here, and I hit here. So I'm consistently low, but you know, not an issue. I would either adapt and bring the front nose up, or I would, you know, I would do something different. I would just adjust the rear sight. Anyway, there we go. Okay. Well, as always, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. And you know, I don't know what to say about this gun. I was going to take it to the truck and let you look at it closer, but real quickly, I'll just kind of let you go over it in right here, because it's starting to drizzle, and I'm not going to take a chance of getting this gun wet at all. I mean, I'm going to oil it and everything, but it doesn't matter. It would be silly. So, 300 Savage, model 99 EG, made in 1952. Lever action. I didn't show you loading it. I mean, for those of you who don't know, you just open it, and it's just like any other guns that you feed, like my bolt action XTR featherweight Winchester or the Remington 700. You just push them down in there. It'll hold 5. So yeah, it'll load. You put 5 in it, and when you close the breech, it shows 4. So I don't count the one in the barrel. But I mean, obviously, you should know. It's a 5 maximum capacity. But really nice. Savage Arms Corporation. I guess it'll be Chicopee Falls, Massachusetts, USA. Savage, model 99. It says right on top of the receiver. Serial number stamped on the bottom. Redfield Pete. And this peep, I think I stated, is period to this weapon. It's not new. And if you look at the screw heads, well taken care of. There's not one single mark on this sight. The 300 Savage is, I mean, that's what this is. It's a Savage model 99 chambered in 300 Savage. So the maker of the weapon also made the round. And so that confuses people sometimes when you talk about different. There's a lot of manufacturers, for instance, that make the 30-06, whether it be Remington, Winchester, whatever, but the round is a 30-06 Springfield. So when you get into that, you know, the 308 is a Winchester. Whether you're shooting it out of a Remington or not, you're still shooting a 308 Winchester round. So that's just a little info. You probably know that, but for those of you who don't, that might save you some confusion. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Give me a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe, and check out some of my other videos if you like this one.